Hi, this is JD Sleep from General Guitar Gadgets. Today I'd like to demo a Vox V846. This is not a reissue. This is an original unit from the early 70s, and I'm selling it on Reverb, and so I'll demo the pedal, but I also wanted to make a video that would last beyond hopefully when I sell it. So what I'm going to demo is the Wah Wah before and after a fuzztone. I couldn't really find a very good demo on YouTube right now of some of the comparisons of how the wah sounds before a fuzz compared to after. And I'm not sure which the preferred method is by most players, but I will tell you that the easy way to remember what's going to happen is that whatever is last in your signal, you're going to have more characteristics of that. So if you run the wah into the fuzz tone, you're going to have more of a fuzz characteristic, and the wah is not going to be as pronounced. If you run the fuzz into the wah, then the wah is going to be more pronounced, and it's going to overrun some of the characteristics of your fuzz tone. So what I have is it's basically a effects switcher. It's got two loops, and the switch here will switch back and forth, switch the order of the effects. So when you see the red light on, the wah wah is going to be going into the fuzz tone, and when you see the green light on, the fuzz tone is going into the wah wah. So let's just take a listen. First, I've got the fuzz tone off, so when I play, it's not going to matter which way it's switched until I put the fuzz tone on, because it's just switching the order of the effects, and this one bypass, so I hope it's obvious what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let me click on the wah and just give you a little demo of the clean wah first. Okay, so it's a good, nice, clean sounding wah. It is an original old Vox pedal, and I have changed the pot. That's why you don't hear any noise in the pot. The pot's been upgraded because the old one wore out. The jacks were upgraded because the old ones wore out and were unreliable. And the switch has been changed. Back in the early 70s, most pedals were not true bypass, so this pedal was not true bypass, and I switched the Carling switch with an almost identical Carling switch with that was capable of doing a true bypass on the pedal. So those are the modifications that have been done to it. Otherwise, the circuit board and everything else is completely the way it was back in the 70s. It's an excellent sounding wah wah pedal. So now let's just give a little demo of the fuzz tone into the wah. I have a tone bender, 3-knob tone bender replica here, but I've tried it with the some of the fuzz faces, and it's very similar either way. So I know the wah into the fuzz face is a more standard a combination, but I just like the tone bender better. So anyway. So there's just a little demo to give you kind of the characteristics of the fuzz. So let's start out by putting the wah before the fuzz. So this is the wah going into the fuzz. Okay, that's the wah going into the fuzz. I'm just going to switch the order now. Fuzz going into the wah. You can hear how much more pronounced the wah pedal is when it's running after the fuzz. And both could be useful sounds. I myself prefer the wah first, and I think most people do, but if there is a situation where you really want to emphasize the wah with the distorted sound, then put your wah after the fuzz. And there's the wah before the fuzz. One thing you will find if the fuzz is enormous amount of fuzz in it, sometimes you will barely even be able to hear the wah pedal. Characteristics of the fuzz overpowers it so much. And even with this one, sometimes it's hard to sometimes it's hard to hear the wah. It usually sounds pretty good on the leads. And fuzz first. I'm sorry, wah first. Wah second. Wah first. Fuzz first. And there you go. I hope you found this video to be informative.